y'all, hey, it's everybody's favorite everything, SJ Stevens. Y'all, we are back for day 2 of the lead up to 31 days of SJ. So, something that I have learned over the last, I think I've been like this for a while, but I've really learned it here lately is I do not have faith in people who try to tell others how to govern their lives that do not have the same lived experience. Like you see it all over social media now, women who have never been married telling single women how to get husbands. How do you know if you don't have one? Or people that are divorced because of their actions telling happily married people how they need to govern their marriage. How do you know? And like I feel the same way about myself. I tell my friends all the time, I'm not giving you no marriage advice. I'm divorced. I am divorced, and in hindsight, my divorce is 98% my fault. So, what do I look like giving you advice? Now, do I believe that there is certain insight that I can provide because I have been married? Of course. But can I tell you how to keep a husband? No, I can't because I didn't keep mine. Can I tell you how to be a good wife? No, I cannot because I was not one. Now, again, can I share with you the things I've learned, how I'm growing, how I'm working towards these things? Yes. But when people get on any type of platform and display themselves to be an expert with no lived experience, I run. You should do the same thing. So to avoid that, because I am very intentional about everything that I attach my name to, authenticity is a huge thing for me. So I don't really talk about stuff that I don't have lived experience on. So because this year we are focusing on dating at a certain age, dating with intentionality, I want to tell y'all how I got here. I want to let y'all know how I feel I have been through certain things that very much allow me to confidently say what to look out for, what not to do, what to do, and all the things. Because again, sis got some stories. So if you have been around for a while, then you know back in 2021, I told a story of the most amazing man I had ever encountered, right? Yeah, I met the man on LinkedIn, of all places. He inboxed me and was like, I follow you. At this point, I am a two-time author. I follow you. You're beautiful. I want to get to know you. The conversation ended with him sending me money to go get drinks with a promise of we would talk at a later time. Well, a later time ended up being the very next day. Within 7 days, I had traveled to his city. And we spent the weekend together. When I say y'all, it was the shortest but most amazing whirlwind known to man. The gentleman was so transparent, y'all. Like he was, I am flawed. I've done this wrong. I've done that wrong. I want to be married. I mean, we talked about everything, but also keep in mind, this guy's a journalist. He tells stories for a living. He is an author. He paints pictures for a living. But y'all, I am soaking it up. Do you hear me? I am like, oh, this is it. God and drop my husband off. Like, let's get into it. And so within, dare I say, a couple of weeks, I was never in love with him, but I absolutely loved him. I absolutely loved the dream that he sold me. I mean, he had even said to me, let's go, get STD tests so that we can just be free with each other comfortably. I'm not messing with nobody, you not messing with nobody. I'm like, oh, yes, he cared about my safety. Like, let's get into it. Y'all, we talked about kids. We looked at houses. I mean, we are literally planning a life together. Until one day, a young lady messaged me and introduced herself as his girlfriend of 3 years and somebody else's girlfriend of 5 years. So I want to read this quick excerpt from my book about the experience, The Uglier Side of the Truth. So y'all, here we go. Slim motherfucking goody. 6'2", brown skin, salt and pepper beard, bald head, and fly as fuck is the only way to describe him. Even months after the incident and everything that transpired, I cannot take away how fly this man was. Very simple yet exquisitely dressed at all times. You know, the type of man whose confidence catches your eye first and the style is just simply the icing on the cake. Yep, my yuppie was that guy. For months, I had watched him on LinkedIn, not because I was flirting or even interested in knowing him personally, but simply because he was dope to me. He was from my hometown of St. Louis, and he was a prime example of overcoming whatever life threw at you. The level of tragedy this man had experienced and overcame were all things that attracted me to him. From the very beginning, I was enthralled at the mere thought of him. So, when I say y'all, you really got to be impressive to impress me. I'm not easily impressed. I'm just not like, I have experienced a lot of things at a younger age that like kind of bumps it up to the next level. Like what may impress somebody, I'd be like, Muggs was doing that 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it takes a lot. But when I say this man, he presented so well. And it wasn't like in a perfect, polished way, it was in the most raggedy, rugged, raw way ever. And I think that's what made me trust him because he wasn't trying to paint a pretty picture. He painted the ugliest picture ever, but it was just so genuine. I'm like, oh, this it. Like, let's get into it. We in love. So, fast forward, about a month in, a young lady messages me. Like I said, she introduced herself as his girlfriend of 3 years. She introduced another lady that's in the same text thread of 5 years. She goes on to send me pictures of them together. The lady tells me everything I need to know about me. Y'all, the lady had apparently been watching me from day one. So instead of being mad at him, I was absolutely disgusted with her. Not because of what was happening, but because I could not figure out, for one. So at this time, I'm 41. She's give or take about 45. He is give or take about 47. My first question was, why are you mad at me? Like, I don't know you. You know me. I don't know you. I've never heard of you. This whole time, you know me, you on my page, you have requested my friends, you are doing this thing, but you mad at me. Now, you're not discontinuing your communication with him because remember, y'all, she said, I'm his girlfriend of 3 years. Meet his girlfriend of 5 years. So you've been the side chick. So what you bothering me for anyway? Like, assume the position. Like, I don't know. So remember last time when I said I am like heathen headed towards holiness? Y'all, at this point in my life, oh, I'm a full-fledged heathen. Full-fledged. So instead of me, I don't think I really even questioned him. If I'm being honest, I immediately went for the jugular. Because at this point in my life, if you try to be funny, I am going to show you that I am the biggest comedian that you've ever encountered. Because again, why are you bothering me and not talking to him? So y'all, she wanted to be funny. Let's go. Y'all, I wrote my first ever blog in honor of the situation. And then she would like taunt me and say stuff like, oh, you're not a blogger. You don't have a huge social media following. Nobody's gonna read this. If you know me, then you know. To doubt me is to motivate me. So what did I do? I wrote a second blog. When I say, y'all, if you were in or around in 2021, you know I'm not lying. It was a time to be alive. People were messaging me like I went to get my hair done and my beautician was talking about this blog. People were from the city that these people stayed in were messaging me like, oh my God, I read the blog. Like, where the book at? This is from like the second blog on. So like now it's an ego thing for me. Now let's negate. I completely negated the fact that this man was doing this. It became like almost like a game. Like, you bothering me, you playing with my man. Now you questioning me as a professional and like as a writer, and like I'm everything that I say I am. So let me show you something. Yeah, this went on and on. It felt like forever, but in reality, it was a couple of months. But it was so nasty, y'all. So it finally got to a point where I realized everything that this lady is saying is absolutely right. Like, this guy really is exactly who she says he is, right? And so I had a decision to make. Do I continue to play this game with her. But playing this game with her means that I'm continuing to let him play with me. Or do I just walk away? Do I just like tuck my tail, walk away, be done with the situation, but like leave healthy, leave whole, and just, what do I do? What do I do? So, yeah. You gotta tune in tomorrow to figure out what I did. But y'all, trust me, you wanna know what I did, because this book, again, The Uglier Side of the Truth, this book sold 1,000 copies, self-published in 90 days. This, everything that happened attached to this book, I did maybe 5 blogs. First time ever writing a blog in my life. The blogs touched over 10,000 people. The other things that came, like, y'all, this really is a thing. So you want to hear the rest of this story. So we gonna come back here tomorrow, same place, same time, and I'm gonna tell you what happened next in The Uglier Side of the Truth.